Amino right here. Cut to the tape.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy AD back with another video, and today I got a special one for you guys. This marks the second anniversary of me getting 10,000 steps every single day. So yes, for 2 years in a row, I've gotten 10,000 steps every single day, and I wanted to report on it to let you guys know how I felt after doing so. So anyway, let's jump right into it. So this whole journey started July 2nd of 2020. The reason why I started this challenge is because I wanted to not be comfortable in my journey. So at that point, it was like I reached a major milestone. So I went from the 365 pounds that I was once at down to 220, 225. And I was like, I want to hold myself accountable to a point where I don't get too comfortable, where I start regressing in my fitness journey versus progressing in my fitness journey. So when I did that, I was like, what can I do? So I found 10,000 steps. I was like, the reason why I can do that is because it's going to be a challenge for me. I look at my steps, because I always track my steps on my watch or have it on my phone, and I was looking, I was like, okay, well, some days I'll get 10,000 here, 8,000, 4,000, 12,000, and it was just jumping up and down. I was like, what if I made it where I actually structured my day where I had to get 10,000 steps every single day before I can end it? And I sat down and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go do that because it's gonna challenge myself. And what initially turned out into a challenge ended up turning out into a lifestyle. So my year one, it was a challenge, but by the end of it, it was like a lifestyle thing. Like, it was just, I intentionally structured my day throughout the day to go get the 10,000 steps, and that's what just kept on going. So after I finished the challenge in year one, I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I'm gonna keep on going until I can't do it no more. Something has to stop me. And it's been 2 years now, and I haven't stopped. I kept my foot on the gas. I've just been getting my 10,000 steps every single day, so I'm happy about that. Some pros on walking 10,000 steps every single day is just another form of cardio. It's low impact cardio. People don't think that walking is cardio, but it is, because it makes your body get a little bit or rise out of equilibrium. So your body wants to go down to equilibrium, which means it's just at the bottom state where it takes no more energy than it needs to take to maintain itself. So if you're sitting on the couch or you're at a desk job or something like that, you're not really moving around, your body's gonna be at equilibrium. But when you have to get up and walk and move and stuff like that, your body is going to be forced to be a little bit above equilibrium and burn an additional calories. So if you're walking 10,000 steps, you're going to burn an additional 300 to 500, 300 to 700 calories just by just walking that many steps throughout the day. And it's a low impact, and you can still recover. So like, walking is a good recovery tool. If you have a recovery day and you just sit on the couch all day, you're not going to be as recovered because you're not going to have the blood flowing and the stuff to regenerate and stuff like that. But if you got out and walk, it's going to be just having the blood flowing and regeneration, where it's not going to be to the point where you're exhausting yourself, but you're actually getting up and moving. And that's just a good solid recovery, as well as an additional way to burn some more calories. Another pro I see is it's just like something everybody can do with each other. I have plenty of people who I've told my story to, and they asked, can I walk with you? And I said yes. So that was a time that you can just get out and walk and talk to people and have just different things of that nature. Or if you're another type of person, that's me, that likes to get out and see things. So I like to get out and just walk and see things, know my neighborhood, just go out and see things. So if I'm out and about, I might purposely drop my car off 2 blocks away so I can just go out and see the scenery. I'm that type of person. I might go to the store, I might not park right in front, I might park at the end, because I just want to get out and walk, just enjoy the view of the different things and stuff like that. And that's also something I give to my clients. So if you're new here, yes, I'm a personal trainer now. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I suggest that to my clients as a way when they ask me, it's like, what can I do outside of working out? And I say, hey, you can actually go on a walk. So if you have your significant other, you have a dog or something of that nature, get out and make it intentional. Go out and go walk for a mile with your dog or your significant other, or go out, just go be physical, just go do stuff. So that's just another way to burn calories, get out, see your scenery, maybe just have some like actual time with your people and stuff like that. Because especially with this hectic world that's going on, with everything, people just kind of want to be separated. Well, this is the way to come together if you have a significant other or you have some friends or something like that, without having to go find a hike maybe 30 miles out somewhere and not just sitting in the house chilling. Is something way that you can get up, be active together, and just bond together with each other. Some cons of walking 10,000 steps every single day is that it's not the most efficient way of doing so. If you need to burn a lot of calories in a little bit of time, it's not, you're gonna have to pick another activity like some swimming or running or, you know, jogging, playing a sport, rowing on a stationary bike, something of that nature. You're gonna have to do that instead of walking, because when you walk from 0 to 10,000 steps in a day, it's gonna take an hour and a half, maybe even 2 to get that done. And if you're speed walking, it might take you an hour 15, but it's still not as efficient of burning calories throughout the day as it would be. And that's why I say that thing is supposed to be in addition to, walking is supposed to be in addition to, it shouldn't be the end or be all. And so another con would be, it might be bad on the joints for some people after a while. That was something I seen that was a regular thing until it became like more natural. My body started adapting. Is when I was walking 10,000 steps and I had to walk and get that out on the concrete, it would like sometimes my knees were hurt, sometimes my joints were hurting and stuff like that. But I really would attribute that to not having proper warm-ups for my workouts and stuff throughout the day, where I was just sitting and just going to walk and not stretching and not even lifting properly too. So now in year 2, when I fixed up all my issues with my workout, I don't really have the joint issues like I had. But somebody that maybe been sitting down all the way, they're not conditioned like they should be, this could you know, have the joints hurting a lot, because there are going to be days where you're like, you know what, my body doesn't feel like getting up and working, so you getting up and walking just gonna like irritate whatever you got going on. Like I said, you can fix that by making sure that you're stretching properly, warming down properly, warming up properly, and doing different things. But that might be something that a con that you could have, is just some joint irritation while you're walking that many steps throughout the day. Outside of that, there's not too many cons, because walking like that really has changed my life, physically and mentally. The physical aspect is I have more endurance now. I'm not really like I'll still sweat and stuff like that, but I'm not like out of breath when I go to walk and stuff like I used to be. I'm not as drained, so I got more energy throughout the day. Even days where I feel like I'm a walking zombie, I still have that extra burst that I can tap into. And it's also because I do a lot of stuff in the gym, so don't get me wrong, not just the 10,000 steps, but getting the 10,000 steps in addition to what I'm doing, it just makes the endurance that much better, because my body's always up on go mode. So even when you're tired, you have that extra energy storage to tap into to get the job done, or whatever this case may be, whatever you need it for. So it just really helped me out that way, just getting the 10,000 steps. So I mean, I feel like I'm in really the best shape of my life, like I said. So that's just like something that helped me out physically. Mentally, I feel like it was a big pivotal point. It all started with the vision, so don't get me wrong, but making that 10,000 step every single day challenge was a pivotal point for me. And what reason why I say that is because it started out as a vision of losing weight, right? And I ended up losing the weight that I need to lose. And then after I ended up losing that, I made another goal where I wanted to get just as strong as I was in college. So when I was in college though, I was 290, 300, and maybe 315 and stuff like that. But one of my goals, I said I wanted to be just as strong at this weight, at this current 225, you know, 230 range and stuff like that. I want to be just as strong now as I was when I was that big in college. And I ended up hitting those goals. I ended up benching 405 like I benched back in college when I was that big. I ended up squatting 515 like I squatted like when I was in college and stuff like that. So I ended up hitting those goals, and I made those goals, but it also was because I made some non-negotiables for myself when I did that. So when I made the 10,000 steps, I was like, these are non-negotiables. I can't end my day without doing that. Now it made me more accountable to not only losing weight, but putting on the strength. Now it made myself more accountable to, after I did the strength stuff for me, it had showed people that I was like, hey, Adrian knows what he's doing because he did all this. So now I'm gonna go reach out to him and see what he can do. So I wasn't a personal trainer at this point, but people were reaching out to me, asking for workouts, asking to work out with me. So I ended up doing that with them, and then I ended up getting them to their goals. So then after that, that unlocked a point where it's like, okay, if I did this stuff for me and I did this stuff for them, and I like the feeling that they feel like when they say, oh dang, like I really did this stuff now, and it opened the door for me to become a personal trainer and wanted to do this for a living and stuff like that, and help others. And I really feel like this was the catalyst to that. It was, I've done it for myself, and I did it for some other people. Now I'm doing it for other people for a living, and I get to see that because it's just a good feeling when somebody walks in to your place of business and they have an expectation of like, or they don't have an expectation, they just walk in and say, look, I need help. and then you can help them reach whatever they feel like they need to reach. And that's what it happened right there. And it always just kind of a catalyst of holding myself accountable to walking the 10,000 steps, and holding myself accountable to build up the strength, and holding myself accountable to help other people and stuff like that and so forth. And it just built on itself, and it was just like kind of a domino effect from a vision to lose the weight to doing it, strength, to the whole nine. And it really was like just the whole thing. So it kind of opened the door for me in my next path and my next journey and stuff. So I can't thank it enough. I can't thank myself enough for really going ahead and doing this, and not to be cocky or arrogant, but just thanking myself enough where I had the mindset to say, look, I'm creating a non-negotiable, because it started putting other structures in my life. As I made this non-negotiable, I ended up making this non-negotiable and this one. So then it just kept on going to now I'm doing the path that I'm doing. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Before we leave, you know what I'm gonna have to ask you to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification where share it with your people. I'm trying to grow Zeddy Fitness family, and the way we can do is about more I see in the video. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace.